This was an interesting video that I saw just a little while ago, actually. This is Jake Claver on the Paul Barron show, and he's going as far as to say that it's possible that we hit maybe what, $20–25 by the end of the year. I think it's unlikely, but not impossible. It just depends on how crazy the market gets this fourth quarter. Between now and the end of the year, we still have 3 potential Fed rate cuts. November is a possibility for a 4th, but normally in November they don't make any decisions. So we got 4 more of those rate cuts, but possible. We've got about 7 or 8, between 7 or 8 or so ETF approvals potentially. We have one going live this week, and in the middle of all that, we might even have a bunch of brand new ETF applications that might also further spur the market. ISO 20022 goes mandatory in November, so there are lots of catalysts. M2 money supply is going up, so that just tends to happen. And fourth quarters are always pretty good for the markets. So, and not to mention the big beautiful bill, those trillions of dollars they approved in new spending. A lot of it's going to start taking place this year because the fiscal year, I think, for the government ends in October, if I'm not mistaken. So if that's the case, new spending begins November, December. That spurs markets. So there's a whole lot of things that you need to consider, but it's interesting to listen to his perspective on it. It's not irrational. I just think 12 to 18 might be the area there. But it just depends, right? It depends on how exuberant the market gets, how excited everybody gets, how hot the market gets. If we really hit a real banana zone here, it could potentially go pretty high. There are those that say it'll go quite a bit higher than that. But let's listen to Jake Claver himself and see what he has to say on the matter. And let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and bookmark. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Till next time, adios, amigos.
Again, I have a full theory on all this, how it gets to extremely high prices, but it's a bunch of catalysts that all kind of culminate for the perfect storm for that to happen. If it's just the ETFs, I think...
Let's do the bare minimum. Let's say we know ETFs are going to happen, and we're pretty much sure, we're 90% sure we're going to get a rate
on the BTC. So, I think a $10 to $13 XRP would be very reasonable, maybe even $20–25 XRP.
End of year or by this time next?
End of year. If we get the ETFs launched this year, I think that you could see that amount of liquidity move in. I think that there's going to be other things that culminate that cause it to go much higher than that. Right. If it was just the ETFs, I think that those price ranges make the most sense.